Hey, good afternoon, Dunbar High School TSA parents and families. It's me, Mr. P. I just wanted to kind of bring everybody up to speed. We've missed the last 3 weeks of TSA meetings because of the hurricanes and because of Rosh Hashanah was put in there at the beginning of October, and that fell on a Thursday. So we had some interruptions. Okay, I'm hoping, or we're hoping, that the damage caused by Hurricane Milton was not extensive at your properties. I hope everybody is getting their stuff cleaned up. I hope everything is getting back to normal. Anyway, but I wanted to bring you guys up to speed as to what's going on in the TSA chapter here at Dunbar. Okay, so I kind of want to do a little bit of a refresher video. Again, everything TSA related is going to be in the TSA classroom. Okay, so sit down with your child, sometime this week, over the weekend, grab 20 minutes and kind of just sit down with them and kind of so they can show you what's in the classrooms. Okay, but for me, to give you this video to kind of give you that refresher, at least you have a heads up of where things are. Okay, now mind you, the classroom will change from time to time because as things are put in, things might get pushed down on the Google Classroom stream. So things will be moved around, okay? But generally, I will keep all the important stuff at the top of the stream, okay? So that way, if your child needs to get in and take a look at the event guides, they can go in there. The themes and problems, they can go in there. So everything will be readily accessible to them. Because we have such a large chapter this year, we have 51, I think it's like 51 kids that are looking to travel. It's going to be impossible for me to know all 35 to 40 events, and to know like what the different criteria are for each event. So it's really important that your child actually goes through and reads their CEGs. Okay, the CEG is a competitive event guide. You might hear it as a CRG or as a competitive resource guide. Okay, this is gospel. This is the Bible to TSA. Okay, this is what's going to basically drive the event and drive your child to do really well at the state competition in February. So if your child is competing in any event in TSA, they have to go through here and pick their CEGs or CRGs and read them and understand them. If they don't understand something in the CEGs and the CRGs, they can reach out to me. I have no problem answering questions. They can reach out to other members in the chapter, including the officers and the student advisory board. Okay, so they can ask questions. Okay, they are allowed to ask questions. They can ask the officers. They can ask whoever. Okay, because we're all here to help each other out. Okay, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we do so well. Is if take a look at the trophies in the background over there. Because there's that communication, the kids get along with each other, and everything is great. It's only the best club at Dunbar, just saying. Okay, so the CEGs. Okay, the next thing we want to look at is the themes and problems. So depending on what your child's event is, there's gonna be some kind of theme or a problem that they have to address in their event. So if they go under themes and problems, they click on this link. They're not middle school. They're going to scroll down to high school. They're going to find their event. So if your child is doing something with biotechnology design, this is their topic, and they're going to read the theme and problem, and they have to do something that will address tissue engineering. Okay. The TSA event selection. This is basically your child is picking their events to what they want to do at states. We have something called runoffs here because we have so many members and not every member got the event they want. They still have an opportunity to kind of trade off if they need to. But for those that are staying in their events, we have something called runoffs, basically because there might be 15 students that want to compete for, say, digital video production. Well, we can't have 15 kids in digital video production. I can only have 6. So basically what we would do is we would take those 6 kids in digital video production and we would make the team out of that based on how they do with the runoffs. Okay. Now, not every event is going to have a runoff, okay? So I think Board Game Design has a runoff, Dragster has a runoff. I think there's a few others. There's maybe like 5 or 6 different, probably 6 or 7 events that have runoffs, okay? Those runoff events are happening on November 21st, okay? So that's going to be the last TSA meeting before Thanksgiving break. So we have that. One of the things I'm doing differently this year is I'm doing something called Teams this year, okay? Teams, this is like tests in engineering and math and science. We already have 2 teams already signed up, registered. So that's already taken care of. We're trying this out this year to see how this goes, okay? And the reason why I opened up that second team is because of it's just because of the size of the chapter. So we have one team that's all juniors, and we have another team that's all freshmen, okay? So, I kind of want to get their input on both to see what they think about it, what they think about the teams and doing that, okay? The other thing is attendance. Attendance is mandatory, okay? So if your child is sitting in room 256 at a TSA meeting, they have to fill out one of these attendance forms. This is not optional, okay? Because this is more of a cover your butt thing. So that way, if anybody has any questions as to where little Jimmy was on Thursday, if they were with me, I have a record of it, okay? So they have to fill this out. So if I have 50 kids in this room, I need to have 50 names in the attendance form, okay? So just remind your child that if they are in a meeting with me, or if they're doing anything, even if it's for 1 minute, they're in my room, they have to sign out the attendance form, okay? Attendance is required, okay? So just friendly reminder, okay? Make sure that they get that filled out. Your student advisory board, if you need to know who the student advisory members are, you can click on that, and it'll show you the student advisory members. Basically, student advisory members, they are basically helping out the officers because the officers can't do everything, okay? So student advisory, they're going to be helping out with the fundraisers. They're going to be helping out with the runoff events. They're going to be helping out with different things during the conference just to kind of, keep the chapter flowing, okay? So because with a chapter this big with 50-something kids, we need to have all the help we can get, okay? All the meeting agendas are going to be posted in here, okay? So basically what will happen is every Wednesday night, the officers will meet. They'll meet online, and they'll put up an agenda. The one thing I'm really strict on this year is that if there is an agenda, or if there isn't an agenda, I should say, posted by 12 o'clock on the day of the meeting, then we're not going to have a meeting, okay? So for the officers, if you're going to have that meeting Wednesday night, make sure there is an agenda posted to the classroom on Thursday, okay? No agenda, no meeting, okay? We have to have structure. Some other things I have in here, I'm going to post things like AI generators. This is for our video game design team. They can kind of go through and they can play around with that to see how that could help them in their events, maybe. I don't know. Might just be another resource that they can use. Our TSA runoff event scoring matrix. This is what we're going to use to score the students in each runoff event, okay? For the most part, that's all I have in the classroom, okay? Competition apparel, everybody purchased their uniforms. We actually have a purchase order in for that. Once we get that in, we get the PO, and we're going to submit that. Everything should be good to go. We should be getting our uniforms here real soon, okay? That's all I got, okay? As we add more stuff to the classroom, I will post it here. For the parents, because again, the chapter's so big, I'm going to need help chaperoning, okay? So I'm probably going to put a chaperone assistance form in Google Classroom either the end of this week or next week. And I'll actually send out another video just reminding you that that's going to be that. And I'm going to be asking for help, okay? Until then, guys, if you have any questions, email me, jasonmp@leeschools.net. Talk to you guys later. Bye.